So when you're getting to edit your CopyCat here, what we want to do is we want to lay it out in a way that's going to make it easy to show both the original, the version that you make as your CopyCat, and then the side-by-side. So what I want to do is I want to kind of go over this, and it's using a technique called embedded sequences. So right now I've got something called the CopyCat edit sequence. Okay, and so the CopyCat edit actually does show the original video. Okay, right here, it's about 1.5 minutes. Then it's got all the actual edits of the CopyCat itself. Okay, and it's looking really good. It's not quite done yet, but it looks really good. Then, of course, the next step is to do the side-by-side. Now, what I'm actually going to do is I want to clean this up even further, because this is how most people will do it originally, but we're going to use multiple sequences. So I'm going to make a new sequence, and I'm going to call this Harry Potter CopyCat Final. Okay, and I'm going to make sure that it's AVC HD, 1080p, 1080p 30, or 24, depending on how you actually filmed it. In this case, I might do 24, and click OK. So the first thing I want to do is I actually want to take the original version that you're copying from, and there's a little title in there, and I'm going to take that, and I'm actually going to build it into this one. So in my CopyCat edit, I don't want anything except for my version with my group. Even this title here, this is CopyCat. I don't want that. So I'm going to take this title, CopyCat, I'm going to put it over here as well. And we'll just put that up there. So now I have, okay, original video, plays it. Then it's going to be CopyCat. So let's get rid of that. And I'll just shorten that right there. And now I want no space in here, right? So I'm just going to right click this empty space, choose ripple delete, and that'll push it right to the beginning. Now, the other stuff you'll see over here is actually the side-by-side. Okay, so I'm going to take that side-by-side, I'll copy it, I'll bring it over there, and then over here is just some rolling credits. So I'll copy that, put that over there. So I can delete these now. So here we have just the CopyCat itself, our videos that we've filmed and how we're going to edit them. Now, the group that was doing this is really smart. What they did is they actually put a little, video up there of the original up in the upper, I guess the bottom right. Very easy to now match cut for cut. Okay, so that's really smart. And then when they're done, they can just hide that. And I'm just going to add a track for later. Okay, so now what you can do, knowing that this whole thing, let's just say this is finished, okay? Knowing that this is now done and it's called CopyCat edit sequence, we're actually going to put this sequence inside of this sequence. So what I can do is I can go to my folder here. Hopefully it's organized nicely. I'm going to take CopyCat edit, that whole sequence, which is this, and I'm just going to drag it right in there. And you can see instead of it showing up as all of these little cuts and layers and adjustments and all that, it shows up as a single layer, all stuck together. Okay, we've embedded that sequence. So it makes it really easy. And what's great about this is that if I do make a change, it automatically will, if I make a change in the CopyCat edit version, it'll automatically update. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, I put an adjustment layer up here. And I wanted to, in that adjustment layer, I don't know, go to my color, and I wanted to desaturate the whole thing. So now you can see this whole thing is black and white. Well, if I actually go back over to here, you'll see that in this embedded version, it's all black and white, because whatever I do here will automatically update into this embedded sequence. So it makes it super nice and organized. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't think it should be black and white. So I'll just turn that layer off. And then from here, I can now take the original, right? So remember, we watched the original, then we watched the CopyCat, then we watched the side-by-side. So I'll take that right there, copy it, and I'll just put that down like that, something like that. And then I'll take the CopyCat version. Once again, I will copy that, like that, and maybe drag my audio down. Now, I still have to line this up properly, but the reason I'm only seeing the CopyCat is because it's taking up the whole screen. But if I were to take that CopyCat, all embedded, right? I don't have to worry about, changing the size of like every single one of these clips here. I can just take this one, scale it down to probably about a 50% maybe. Maybe move it over. Something like that. And then I can take the original one right there, scale it down, move it over, and now I've got a side by side. Now I'm not sure, it looks pretty good. I may have to adjust it a little bit, but that actually locked in pretty nice. So now you can see super clean sequence here, right? I get to see the original video, then I get to see the remake, then I get to see the side by side, and then I get to see the credits. And of course I could still add on here. I could have like the little title that says original and a little title that says copycat if I want. It's however I want to do it. Okay. So hopefully that's going to be a nice way to organize things. It's definitely the cleanest and fastest way to do it, because if you make any changes in here, it's just going to automatically update onto your final master one that you'll eventually render out. Thanks.